Hey everyone, this is Grave Cinema here again, and this is going to be our next reaction video for our new season, I think we'll call it.
Season 2.
The next batch of films we can do before she has to go off adventure to another far-off place for another Ren Fair.
Hit one of my best friends in the entire world with a very long stick.
Fun stuff. So, this is our first one. Back now, our hair has changed since the last time you saw our last reaction video.
Reaction video.
Yeah.
Don't forget those two little segments in between.
Yeah. This one, though, we're going to be doing some more fun things that I think will give you a good response. A nice little video. I've altered some things, because we did the first videos all together. I wanted to make certain we can give you the best experience. I want to make certain you can hear us better, the lighting's a bit better, she'll be featured more. I'm like, why is my face so close on all these? Because it's not my reaction,
the camera's on the other side of the table.
But I realized I can move shit out of the way.
And then you don't see the shitty stuff that's behind us, and you see how terrible we are.
Yeah, and eventually I could probably just put more cool posters or whatever behind us,
Or something.
Give us a nice little
background
environment,
Ooh, maybe we could set up a green screen and set up fun things back there.
I do have a green screen. I just need something to set it up with. But yeah, we could do that.
Let me think about that. Maybe I can come up with something clever.
Yeah. But anyway, we want to do another reaction video for you with what we have now. So, and then one we are doing now, it is going to be a remake of
The Blob!
The Blob. This is an 80s remake, so you know it's good shit with practical effects. And the first time I watched this, I was kind of blown away with how well this was done. Like, this is a movie where there's no mercy for any character at all. And the effects work that goes into the Blob itself, so great. And I can't wait to see your reaction to it. And I'm sure they can't wait to see your reaction to it either.
I'm already not as terribly excited. Okay. Here we go.
Alright.
This is what happens when the plastic thing isn't destroyed by the doctor and eats the world. Okay.
Alright, so we're not going to delay you any longer. Let's get to it, alright?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Do that thing. Horsey.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I always think of Hook when I see this, because I remember watching that the most with this before.
Yeah, okay.
Da-da-da-da-da. Blob.
Wasn't there also an X-Men villain called the Blob?
Yes.
In a town near you, with lots of green rolling hills and pine trees and perfect streets, there are no people, but there are cars. Is it bad that every time I see Matinee, I still read the word manatee first?
Manatee.
Manatee at 2 o'clock.
Oh, the humanity.
Kitty!
It's the opening credits, you gotta set the mood. I kind of miss films that do this. Nowadays it's always right in the action, then they just do all the credits at the very end, then the title. But I wish they'd at least have the title still at the beginning instead of just only at the end, because then it just doesn't sit right with me.
Doesn't start the movie well.
Yeah, put a goddamn title on the screen.
Yeah, I think it should at least have the title. Maybe not all the credits at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, you could put those on the end, that's fine, but put the title in the front of the film.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Oh my god, there are people in this town.
He caught football and scored a touchdown. You can tell he's a star. Ooh, and he's got his eyes on the cheerleader. Taylor's oldest time.
Come look at her, man. Look at her. I think she wants your body. When the timing's right. Yeah, right. Timing's everything.
Well, they're gonna die. That's gonna hurt.
Who there? Who there? Just think of the Waterboy now.
Yeah.
Hey, got any plans this evening?
Timing.
Ooh, and there's the cool kid on his motorcycle
Oh, yeah.
with his mullet hair and his leather jacket. It's a cool design on the back of the jacket, though.
That's littering.
You're an asshole. You're gonna try and jump that? He's gonna try and jump it.
Go, Evil Knievel.
Uh-oh. Hit the fucking brakes, you dipshit!
Oh, you done fucked up your bike. Oh, picked up the can.
Collecting scrap metal.
Yeah.
You like country music?
Herb, are you asking me out?
Yeah, well, I guess I am. Yeah. Now, if you do get any free time for yourself, it's my number there down at the station.
Okay, one at a time.
You can tell it's the 80s by the fact that there's a shit ton of people riding around in beds. And it's a small town.
My bike's broken down in Elkins Grove. I was thinking, maybe I could borrow your ratchet set.
You're gonna wish your piece of shit excuse for a motorcycle was one of these sweet little rigs.
So, Moss, how about the ratchet?
That guy have a pan attached to his foot? He does!
Industrious.
Collecting scrap metal, just like I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Doggy notices something's off.
Doggies always notice these things.
I don't hurt it.
Oh, it's coming from outer space.
Shocker. It's either gonna come from outer space or something the government can plan. But you're gonna need more than a hatchet, boo. More like a flamethrower.
Haven't seen you at the Sunday services lately.
You want
Yeah,
the
well,
ribbed or the regular?
They're not for me, you know. They're for my friend.
Oh.
The guy is totally irresponsible.
Hey, come on, Scott. What's the holdup? I can't keep this girl waiting.
The boy doesn't need condoms. He needs a muzzle.
Way to throw your buddy onto the bus.
Ah, high school boys.
At least he had the forethought to get a condom. Oh look, something crashed from outer space. Better go look at it!
Let's touch it.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh no, but you brought your dog with you. We don't take doggies to those things. See, the dog is smart and you should follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least he doesn't touch it with his hand. He's gonna poke it with a stick.
Good.
Could possibly go wrong.
Oh, hello.
That's gross.
Kevin, don't eat with your face.
What else is he supposed to eat with?
Well, this guy in a hockey mask, he chops up a few teenagers. But don't worry, there's no sex or anything bad.
I will not have you seeing that kind of trash, and that's final. Do you understand?
But we'll watch it gladly.
Obviously.
Won't you sit down? Oh, excuse me.
Very polite. Very mom.
Hi, Paul.
Hi. You want to go?
Sure, I just want you to meet my dad really quick. It'll just take a second.
Sure.
Daddy, I'd like you to meet my friend Paul.
Ribbed.
Ribbed.
That was hilarious.
I'd forgotten that. I only saw this, I believe, the one time. But that little detail's nice.
Just gave away your location, homie. Not your best plan.
Well, if our villain in this story is going to be a blob, does it have eyes? Can it just sense vibrations or the heat? Ah! Ooh. Ooh, look at that.
I've made better friends
first impressions, though, that's for sure.
Look at him wearing a seatbelt and everything.
Yes.
No, wrong.
Good man.
She's not.
Jesky is gonna die.
Bad girl. Always wear a seatbelt.
You really should.
Paul, watch out!
Oh.
Flag! Jesus Christ. What'd you do to him?
Hey, watch out. He's got some kind of corrosive shit on his hands.
We've had a car accident. This guy needs to see a doctor.
He has something on his hand too, some kind of acid or something.
These guys gonna fix you right up.
Oh yeah, we can't be seen as the nice guy.
Where are you going?
These people don't give a shit about our explanations. If you need me, you know where to find me.
And now you're gonna go look at it?
At this point, the prognosis is very positive.
It's moving.
It's gonna eat the whole body.
Ooh. It's definitely some type of entity that will consume you.
Dying in here, hurry!
What is this?
That thing on his hand.
Oh, we got bigger.
Sheriff, this is Paul Taylor.
Oh, what's wrong?
I'm at the Orberville Hospital. An old man's just been killed down here.
Said kill?
Yes, sir. And Brian Flagg was here earlier.
Flag. Where is he now?
He's gone. Baby, you ain't helping him. He's already needs a mercy killing.
She doesn't know what's going on though.
Oh, she's gonna pull the hand right off. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, honey. This is not the time to faint. This is not the time to faint. This is the time to run. What are you doing?
Well, she just ripped her date's arm off, and then his face was melting.
That killed Paul.
Make sure she gets a good sleep, huh?
She's not gonna sleep good. No, what? What?
We're not gonna get anything out of her tonight. She's hysterical. I want this son of a bitch who did this.
Good luck, homie. You ain't getting him. Because it was a blob.
And great effect work too. That wasn't CGI we saw. That was all practical.
You fingered the wrong guy.
Come on, Vicky. You're wearing my ring. That
So?
makes you my girl.
Oh.
Doesn't that count for something, huh?
Huh.
Well, that's quite the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Very own blend of special liqueurs.
That never ends well. Date's about to die, though. What an asshole.
You got my ring.
Yep.
One of the several.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Here's your drink, Vicky.
She's dead, honey.
Vicky?
You're gonna regret that.
It's a nice blouse.
What a classy guy.
Oh, God! She was definitely dead. Ew, ew, oh, God. Oh, God. Oh! You happy you copped a feel now, asshole?
Well, just like sucked her from within, you know?
You don't believe me either, do you?
You're home now. You're safe. That's all that matters.
That's a douchey response. Your daughter was fucking traumatized tonight. She's not safe. Oh, you're going into the sewer grate, aren't you?
Needs to get around town without being seen. Sewer's good way to go, especially if you're gelatinous.
Hey, am I under arrest?
Because if I am, I want a lawyer.
Good kid.
Man wants a lawyer.
Yeah, that's right.
He's entitled to
And if
fuck
you're
a
not
lot.
booking me, I'd like to leave.
Well, I'm in your face to stay. What are you gonna do about it?
Ask for a lawyer.
Go ahead, hit me. Bill.
Herb, we got eyewitnesses placing him at the scene of the crime.
No motive,
Circumstantial.
no evidence.
Yeah.
You didn't get a drop of blood on him.
Just because you don't like him doesn't mean he's guilty of a crime.
Yeah, you can't let your own prejudices get in the way.
Take a hike.
I feel like he's gonna be next.
I think he's our main character.
Oh, really?
Brian, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I think those two are going to be the two mains.
The 80s where we had to step over the back of the chair.
I need your help.
For 3 years in school, you haven't said shit to me.
Nobody believes me about what happened tonight. You were there, you saw.
All I saw was an old man with a funky hand. That's all I saw.
But you're just like everybody else in this town. You're full of shit, Flag.
You want something to eat? Here. Go ahead, it'll make you feel better. No, it's just I've never heard you say the word shit before. What was that like for you?
The person who never swears for the first time. You know it's some serious shit.
Coming up empty here. You want us to head into the
Hell
foothouse?
yeah. Yeah, just the opposite of what people think of me. If I go through an entire segment of something and I don't swear, they're standing there in shock and awe.
Something wrong?
I'm just worried about a friend of mine. I guess I'm worried about everybody tonight.
Eat up or I chuck it in the garbage. Thanks.
Might as well.
Jesus, sweetie. Oh no, she's about to die.
I mean, it's the type of film where I don't think anyone can really be safe.
Yep, she's dying.
We've had to do that for our sink once.
That was terrible.
Here, knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Nah, he's the cannon fodder.
Yeah, that's right. Invite yourself to death.
Well, it's not like you know anything's gonna spring out of a sink in this situation.
Don't stick your hand in there. Don't do it. Don't stick your hand in there.
Do it, do it.
You're a fucking idiot!
There it is.
Oh god. Oh,
Ah,
god.
it's pulling
Oh
him in.
god. Oh god. Oh god. Ew.
Sucked him right in.
Get out of there, you fucking dipshit! That's where you should put the bomb.
Honestly, if you freeze it, it may actually affect it.
Hit it with some liquid nitrogen, bitches. Yes, it's not gonna help you.
Yeah, it doesn't like the cold.
Fran. What about Fran?
I don't know. Maybe she ran out.
Hopefully. Oh, there you go. Keep going! No, don't stop, just go! That ain't gonna save you! Run the whole way to the fucking sheriff's station, it's a small town!
It's an emergency call. They'll let you call.
Nope, you're dying, baby.
It's quite the predicament she's in.
It's glass.
Help me. Get me hurt. Get her. Kill her.
He went down to the diner.
Well,
Is that Herb?
yep.
So much for the nice thing. God, oh, God, that poor lady. She was so
ready?
nice.
Yep. And now she's
No, no, no.
consumed by the blob. I don't even think it just eats them. It just consumes them. And
They just need liquid nitrogen and a squirt gun. Did you look up? Did you fucking look up, you dipshit? It's a blob. It can hide anywhere. And a meat hook's not gonna save you. This isn't I Know What You Did Last Summer. Thank God. I fought a can of apple filling. Or pie filling.
Great. I killed the strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Oh, sorry, Father. Looks like you have a little problem though yourself, huh? What Johnny Walker read? I wonder if fire would affect it.
Extreme temperature fluctuation may do something to it, either cold or hot.
Because a flamethrower is easier to make than getting liquid nitrogen.
And it can consume and burn. You're not beating it. You gotta do something temperature-wise to it, I feel.
What are you doing?
He's investigating.
Is anybody hurt?
Oh, they're all hurt, honey. They're dead.
Parts of the blob that froze.
What are you doing? It's gonna
Seal
thaw.
the lid.
He's got to be around here somewhere.
Oh, yes.
In the woods.
On a blob.
In the dark woods.
We could wait here.
No, let's go investigate. Let's split up.
Is the blob that massive already?
No, it'd be government.
Oh, okay. Government good. Maybe.
Is government good?
I think in this scenario there isn't much the government can do.
Put those weapons down. We're here to help you. I'm Dr. Meadows. We're a government-sanctioned biological containment team.
Biological containment?
We're microbe hunters, young lady. Let me tell you a story.
The dinosaurs ruled our planet for millions of years,
Oh, let's really get into it.
and yet they died out almost overnight.
Well, your meteor brought something, all right. But if it's a germ, it's the biggest son of a bitch you've ever seen.
That's fair.
One hell of a germ.
Wait a minute.
It's, yeah.
Hockey season ended months ago.
Are you about to... Oh no, don't tell me your little brother's gonna get killed.
Wonderful.
What's blocking the airflow?
And that's how you die. Why wouldn't you pull your head out of there? Yep, he's in there alright.
Ooh. Look at that.
Come on, Meg. We don't even know who they are. NASA, CIA, the Royal Canadian Mounties.
Obviously, they're the Mounties. Totes.
My man.
There is no cause for alarm. I repeat, there is no cause.
We're just gathering you all into the same space and...
Honey, is Kevin with you?
No, isn't he staying over at Eddie's house?
Eddie says they were staying at your house.
Hmm.
Oh, God, he must have snuck off to that damn movie.
I don't see you handling much of anything, Bub. You want a coffee break?
Hey, look, Mr.
Don't look, Mr. Me. I'm a taxpayer. I pay your salary. Now, what are you going to do about finding my
Oh my god! I'm a taxpayer! Blah, blah, blah.
Oh. It's getting bigger. Someone's gonna get that. Quite a few someones.
Rip the damn jacket!
Slide under it.
Your feet!
Gee, I hope that's not a dead end. Oh look, it's a dead end.
As soon as you say it.
Here!
Into the sewer.
Got it by the hair. And she got lucky.
Conditions in space would have mutating effect on bacteria.
Ooh.
This was their
This
plan.
activity must be what threw the satellite out of orbit. Correct. Our little experimental virus seems to have grown up.
So was fucking government created. Goddamn scientists! Guys are twat muffins.
It's at least 1,000 times its original mass.
This will put U.S. defense years ahead of the Russians.
Oh yes, thank God! It'll put us ahead of the Russians!
By next week, there may
Fuck
be
is
no
wrong with
US.
you?
Nonsense. All we have to do is contain it properly.
This isn't one of your textbook exercises, Mr. Jennings. This is an experiment in biological warfare.
Could you stop experimenting in warfare? Maybe if you experimented in ways to, I don't know, stop being douchebags to each other, this wouldn't be a fucking problem!
What's their lives at stake? Whole nations, in fact. And that's far more important than a handful of people in this small town.
Yeah, who cares about
That is my
people?
cross to bear. I want that organism alive.
What about the civilians?
Expendable?
They're expendable.
Yeah. Look at that, called that.
Fucking typical.
Casualties of
Children!
biological warfare.
I fucking hate people. I fucking hate government people that act like this and think that people's lives are just expendable because it's 2 kids and a teenager.
One of you's gonna go to that place and try to make that jump.
He's definitely gonna go to the place and do the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotta do it. Do it. Do the jump.
It's only acceptable if nobody knows about it, right? Well, he knows about it.
Oop.
See?
Yeah, you're right. Here's the jump.
Straight out of that. That's the 80s.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, look. Convenient. A sewer opening.
Watch out for the rat.
Oh, poor Eddie. There's no... You can't save him! Honey, you can't save him!
Doesn't mean she won't try.
Poor child. I hate it when they have kid victims! She can't get through that. She's too big.
Not to shoot.
Do you? So who do you think would win in a fight, the Blob or Pennywise? Turn around, go back the way you came, bro. There you go, homie. Just keep going.
What you gonna do, Evil Knievel? Yo!
Gonna do the best he can.
You gotta buy it.
He did.
And he fell down.
There really wasn't any way around that.
Got you with that jump scare.
Oh, you think? You think?
It's a thought.
Close the manhole.
That's my man down there. We've got to contain that thing now. Close it off.
You can get those 3 people out first. Fuck is wrong with you? You could have gotten those 3 innocent people out of there.
You son of a bitch! All right, Meadows. You won't listen to me. Listen to this.
Well, you made an exit. Be cool.
Just lower your weapons.
Listen to me, Briggs. Think for a minute. Do you suppose an army of guys in plastic suits show up every time a meteor falls? Shoot it. That's a direct order. That meteor is man-made. It's some kind of a germ warfare test. They fucked up. Don't try it.
Huh? Cat was coming to him.
Sure did.
Let's scrag that son of a bitch.
That ain't gonna do anything. Throw a grenade in there. That might do something. You've got grenades! Use them!
Set your charge! Short fuse!
Okay, that's better.
Sorry about your Main Street. It's not gonna be enough. You need to draw it out in the open and hit it with a flamethrower.
Chew on that, slime ball.
That wasn't gonna be enough and you just did it too egotistically. It's not done.
I think he's gonna come bursting through that ground.
Run!
The ground be shaking, dude.
You need liquid nitrogen. It's the only way you're beating it. Run.
Well, depends on the range.
Good for him. Felt a lot of good it did.
Smack!
This has all been prophesied.
Really? The good book talked about a big pink blob? Is that what's in
I think that was the good book written by Johnny Walker Red.
Mm.
The Book of Whiskey comes after the Book of Mormon.
Oh, yes. The whiskey prophesized this. There we go, flamethrower.
Doesn't seem like it's doing much good.
Nope.
Roll, you motherfucker! Oh, hey, you know what? Those would work.
Yeah.
Get every fire extinguisher in town, that'll help. You'll be fucked if you run into a fire, but,
Like, there's no organs to hit. What are bullets gonna do?
Bro, it's wood! This thing's big enough to... It's
And
big as a
fluid
car.
that can go through the cracks.
What'd you grab? Oh, hey! Look at you!
Yeah.
Attaboy! He was a smart guy. Oh, I hope he doesn't die. I liked him. He's the only one that took a chance on that kid.
I mean, it's done a good job of making us care about character support, you know. Takes them away, which is what you should do in these films. Oop. Deputy, I don't think he's gonna make it.
It's a shame. He had a good redemption arc. Yeah.
Sucked right in. Not gonna be reaching your hand in any sinks lately.
I don't generally make a habit of reaching my hand in sinks anyway after watching that one episode of Lost Girl, which I still need to get to watch. You're gonna blow up the whole thing? Oh, she can't do that.
No, she can't. But she's gonna do the thing she can do. I'll distract it, leave it over, and then blow it. Try to consume it. See if it.
Get it, girl.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Oops. Must be saved by now.
Must be saved by somebody. Seriously, that doesn't have to be a man. That could have been anybody.
It's snowing.
His baby. Where are they? Oh, she's okay. Is he okay?
Brian?
Oh, good. He's okay too.
Just thrown by the explosion. Which would still fuck you up in real life. But movie logic,
Movie logic.
they're fine.
I'm really glad nothing happened to her family. Like, it was bad enough that the one little boy died.
Hey, man. I told you we'd get snow.
Got snow.
Bring in the dump truck. We better get this thing to the ice house before dawn.
Good idea, homie. What about that glass container of the thing the pastor had, though?
Oh, that's a good observation. What happened to
The
that?
will of God is written in the sky in fingers of flame.
Oh dear.
Sounds like he done lost his mind.
Fall from heaven, consuming sinner and saint alike. Who shall be lifted up to rapture when the judgment trump blows?
Gotta drink it out of a cup. Straight from the bottles for them heathens.
When, Reverend? Ma'am?
The day of reckoning. How far off?
The Lord will give me a sign.
But glass can contain that motherfucker. Glass can contain that? You expect me to believe that that thing ate through metal, wood, and all kinds of other fucked up material, but glass can contain that?
Just did.
Shit, that makes my fucking head hurt. Oh, 80s logic. 80s logic, kids. 80s. Also, somebody needs to put that pastor in an insane asylum or mental hospital to get him better. Goddamn religious zealot psychopaths. That was the Blob.
Yes, so that was the Blob. What are our thoughts
Oh, God.
on the Blob?
I thought Paul would last longer. He seemed like a decent kid.
It is set up to make you think he's going to be our main guy a little bit with Meg, but no!
Nope. Surprise, surprise.
Taken.
I liked Meg. I didn't think she'd be a final girl at the beginning either. I thought she was going to be a side piece or something like that. No, ends up being the main character, and I like
developed
that.
pretty well throughout the film. At the end, she's very like, blow it up.
I liked Brian's character. I thought that was a nice redemption arc for the troubled kid to become a hero and actually give a damn about somebody other than himself. I like that her little brother wasn't murdered viciously in front of her like his best friend was. That poor kid's gonna have
Oh yeah,
so many fucked. Oh my god.
This film didn't
the
take any
people in horror
prisoners,
films,
yeah.
like seriously, they do not get enough therapy. The world has enough trauma, but if you survive a horror film, man, you
Yeah, and Sidney Prescott has survived it 5 times. That's why we
Sidney
love her.
Prescott has learned how to get past her trauma through very, very large amounts of therapy.
Oh, she got through it by the end of Scream 3, so the last two, she's like, I'm over this shit. I'm
done now.
Yeah.
Now you get pissed off, Sydney, and y'all better fucking run.
And that's why we love her. Yeah. But this one, yeah,
That's
you
one
do.
of the things that I actually really do love about her. She's kind of like the Batgirl of horror films.
She's great.
She's awesome.
Yeah. But this, yeah, good character development for our final girl at the end there.
I think so too. I love how she didn't get up. I love how she was resourceful. I love how she wasn't just a dumb chick in heels. Which, you know, all of your final girls aren't. But I really like how she worked with her father to get away so she could go get her little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And she managed to save her little brother even if she didn't manage to save the other kid. I really like that they at least spared one of them. I hate it when
shown to be
kids are
very caring.
victims. I really hate it when kids are victims. It's too easy, and I hate it when people go for the easy, weak victim, even if it makes sense. You know, because kids are.
Well, nowadays it's more of a bolder option to take in a horror film, because people are like, you can kill everyone except, you know, kids, and especially, you know, animals or dogs, you know. People are always going to be very upset about that, but people, nobody cares about regular people. But yes, that's a very strong
I don't care about regular
take.
people that have the ability to defend themselves. You take in the elderly, the people that are handicapped or disabled in any way, the ones who are mentally disabled and don't necessarily understand what's going on, and you prey on them, you prey on children. I automatically don't like it. Because I feel like those are lines you should not cross. Those are people that can't defend himself. You want to put up a bad guy, some sort of super bad in some horror film against people that have a fighting chance? Cool. Down with that.
Of course, I feel that also makes this a bit more realistic in that sense, where it's not a guy, it's not a person, it's an entity that just is out to consume flesh, basically. So there's nobody that can be safe from that. So it gives it a bit more of a realistic vibe, even though it's totally a non-realistic thing. But that does ground it a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is a risk to take, and I appreciate that it took that risk.
Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from, and it does make it more realistic. Definitely. I just don't like it.
It's okay. There are things...
It's a personal opinion.
We all have our personal preferences when it comes to what we watch, what we
never,
like and what we don't like.
I will never like that, and if I ever start to like that, these reaction videos will stop because I don't want to become completely numb to it.
No, we don't want that. I'm not numb to it, but I've learned to cope with
also
being seen.
Can I just point out I fucking hate the fact that there is still chemical and bioengineering into warfare going on. Like,
yeah, it's...
This is something that's been happening
not the
ever
best.
since we started developing weapons and things like that. And because of that, there's a possibility that's how the coronavirus got started. That's how a pandemic sapped the last few years of my 20s. And...
They took away 2 of our hot years.
Yeah.
At least so far.
At least so far. And it has killed more people. Like, goddamn people, can you just figure out ways to get along on this planet? We're all stuck here. What's the point of us killing each other? Can we please just not figure out a way to get along? Is there no way to do that?
Well, I hope there can be a way, at least.
No, because see what's going to happen is there's going to be a number of people that go to a number of neutral countries and everybody else is going to beat the shit out of each other. And then when they're all dead, we're just going to be like, okay, now can the people with sense take over?
Hopefully they don't nuke the world into oblivion.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah, but until then, you know, right now, we have our horror movies we can watch.
We do.
And we can look at fantasy worlds.
Where people at least get what's coming to them sometimes.
Yeah. Like this thing here, big old blob thing, that ain't really gonna happen in real life, you know? It's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well,
where,
you don't know. It could. We never thought a virus would come from a bat.
I mean, viruses can start from all sorts of animals.
I know.
But something like this, something that consumes and then grows like that, that's not really based on any kind of real science.
I don't put anything past the ability of science. I'm not saying it's going to happen in our lifetime, but I am saying the likelihood of it happening is not completely out of the question.
Mm-hmm.
Our scientists are very capable creatures.
Yeah, they can be.
Exactly. And that's the problem. They fucking can be. And the difference between can we or should we often gets fucking blurred.
Let's just do it first. But I did like in this film, they'd had moments of good practical effects use. It had a mixture, though, of some of that, you know, old superimposing miniatures. It's very obvious when you see that. But in other moments, very good actual practical effects work that you see, especially when you can see, like, the face underneath. There are some really good moments that I liked when it comes to the creative aspect of that.
They definitely did a lot of good practical effect work. It reminded me a lot of The Thing.
Yeah, 80s were the golden age of practical effects.
They really were.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the style of the effect work, the colors that they used in it reminded me a lot of The Thing.
Okay. Yeah, the pink, the gooiness.
The pink, the red, the gooiness, the specific colors they used for the gory bits.
The way that Blob was, in effect, kind of similar to The Thing, with how it's kind of amorphous and it can reshape.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see that, yeah. And also, this is, like The Thing, a remake. Because there were some horror films in the 50s or so where by the 80s they developed new techniques and they made some really good remakes.
I feel like I vaguely recall watching part of the Blob in the 50s at my best friend from high school's house. I think her dad was watching it at one point. He liked all the old school movies.
So not all remakes are bad, as some people may think. They can be done very well.
This isn't terrible.
Yeah.
It's ugh.
Yeah. It's just nowadays when they do another remake, it's not needed, or it's just done to do some kind of CGI work, which doesn't feel as fun as the practical effects of the 80s
Although honestly,
had.
I could really do without seeing somebody folded in half the wrong way. That one's gonna stay with me tonight.
Okay, I'm sure we'll see other movies where that happens as well.
I'm not surprised. I just don't like it.
There's only so many ways you can see a person die in a horror film. Eventually, you'll see them all. But that's why nowadays you get filmmakers just trying to outdo themselves. What haven't we seen in movies? I don't know. Oh, how can we kill this person? And that's part of the inventive aspect. Just because you want to do a movie where it's new, original, or unique, you want to do something and have your own mark made in the world of cinema, which is why you got really intense films like the 2000s with like what they call the torture porn genre and such. So
torture porn, huh?
Oh yeah, well like Saw started that out, and then you had Hostel and pretty much that series of films and such.
Oh, and the let us not forget the Purge films. Torture porn, that fits.
Yeah.
As much. Did I ever mention to you how much I hate Purge and anything to do with it?
We'll make crime legal all in one night. What are you gonna do? Tax evasion.
What are you going to do?
Okay.
I am going to figure out a way to embezzle my way to winning the lottery. And that's it. I wish no harm on anyone. And I desire really nothing. Honestly, for the Purge, I would probably just board up my windows and doors. Because I don't trust people.
Never trust people. Even without a purge, we don't trust people. People are people.
That's true.
Yep.
I just...
Yeah. But yeah, the folding, that'll stick with you, yeah. I like how you can tell that sync when it's coming up. You know.
can just tell, but also, like,
And then you
I have
see
seen
it.
too many scenes where a garbage disposal has gotten somebody. And this isn't even horror films, this is just like your everyday shit. They tell you very specifically, do not put shit in garbage disposals.
Like your hand.
It's a fucking hazard. It will literally slice and dice. To the point where I won't even put it down regular drains. I don't care what fell down there. There are better ways. You go and you take the pipes apart or something like that. No. You never
know. There may be a blob that comes out and sucks you in.
Or a snake that's living in there. Do you know how many years my poor creative brain was terrified that there would be a snake in the toilet coming out and biting me in the ass?
Did it ever happen?
Well, of course not, because also I don't live in Florida. And that's the only place I could actually conceive of it happening.
What if there's a little mini gator came out between it?
Again, we'd have to be in Florida. It's not warm enough here for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're in Florida, ever had a little gator? Did you ever encounter a gator in Florida?
Once! And it was actually this year!
Wow.
It was in the wild at a Japanese park, of all places. There was this huge lake, and it was swimming over to the area where all the fishes like to go, because people will feed them. And I was like, holy shit, this is my first time! And all my friends who have done the Florida show slightly less time than me all looked at me like, are you serious right now? And I'm like, yeah, I worked here since 2016. I still haven't seen a gator in the wild, and there was even one in the park for like 2 years. They got a gator hunter to come in and try and take this fucking thing out, and they backed out. They're like, nope, this one's too aggressive. It was that bad. And the best part is he lived down by my camp. Like, talk about terrifying. I was like horrified to leave Raven alone ever, and walking alone in the dark over to the fleshies and back, because that's the only bathroom I have close by. Fucking terrifying, because you know gators are active at night. So I'm just like, am I gonna fucking run into this thing? And you know, it's Florida, you never know when they could come back because they just appear out of nowhere. No, I'm not kidding, they just show up. Usually because people will drop off old pets, but that's mostly in the Everglades. But you never know where you're gonna find it in Florida. They're just fucking everywhere, like iguanas and anoles and geckos.
It's a swampland.
Basically, you never know what you're gonna get. It could be a python, it could be a gator, it could be a rabid raccoon. Seriously, there are even a dozen or so different kind of venomous snakes down there too that have been found in the park. it was really funny because one of the guys on Electric Crew this year was like, yeah, there's a really pissed off snake over here by Bushy Pound. And, you should all probably avoid it. And like 4 people chimed in like, does it look like this? Does it look like this? Does it look like this? And we're like, guys, he's not getting close enough to check this out. He said it was pissed off. Like, what are you doing? Oh, and turtles. There's turtles too, but those are cool.
Turtle.
I actually have a video I can show you later of a turtle I found this year that got pissed off because crows were trying to eat its babies and it was just coming on land to try and hatch them. But anyway, that's a completely different story and I'm getting off track. Yes, creepy shit coming out of my toilet freaks me out. Sticking my hand in a sink is not something I'll ever do.
Because amongst Florida wildlife, there may be a blob.
Or a snake, or a gator, or any number of things that could crawl into a fucking sewer system and fuck your shit up.
And we don't want that.
No.
Okay. So, this was our viewing
Reaction.
and first time reaction to The Blob from my roommate.
Yes.
The remake of The Blob. Very well done. Nice 80s classic. And we'll be working on doing some more classic films. I feel that we'll get some good reactions out of you, you know?
Okay.
You awake?
Maybe a little earlier in the evening.
Or early in the evening. We'll do. Or we'll get some good ones here.
Alright, caffeinated and I'm still tired.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you for our next reaction.
Yay!
Or video, whatever the hell it is. Whatever that is. Alright?
Whatever that is.
Alright, thanks!
Have a
Bye.
nice night. Don't let the blob get you.